Hi guys, my name is Vijay Kumar Waka. Today we'll be discussing about global error handler in Mule4. Okay, so go a- before you go through this video, please watch my already created videos on error handling. So I have uploaded 3 videos. Okay, so please go through them and then you can continue with this video. Okay, so today we'll be discussing about error handler. Okay, this thing. Okay. So I have been using the same flow, okay, but this time what I have done, um, okay. So before we go into the details regarding global error handler, let us understand why we have to create it when we can create that and make use of it. Okay. So in real time, uh, so when you practice, you'll create one or two flows. Okay. In this project, for example, in real time. Um, you may need to create multiple mule configuration files here, and you have to work with 20s of 30s of mule flows in this application. Okay. Okay. So in that case, instead of defining or handling the errors at flow level, okay, so you can put a common error handler that is nothing but we will call it as a global error handler. Okay, so that what happens if you leave this error handling part as an empty, okay, then what will happen, the control will be as soon as a particular flow finds an error, okay, it will go to the global error handler. So unless until, I mean, you have to keep this as empty in order to make use of the global error handler. Sometimes at times you have to make handle it in the flow level itself. Okay, if you're handling in the flow level itself, it will not go to the global error handler. Okay, that thing we already discussed or we already know. Okay, so I have created a global error handler. Okay, I'm hovering here, right? So this is the global error handler. Okay, so this is how you can configure it. So create, I mean, another mule configuration file with name global.xml. Okay, so here in the so far discussed sessions, I have been using this mule configuration file only, right? So this we'll call as mule configuration file. So now, in order to utilize global error handler, you have to put that in another mule configuration file. Okay, it's a good practice actually. So in global.xml we'll configure the global error handler, as well as we'll put all the configurations that are related to your project in this global elements. Okay, so this is the way, I mean, create a global.xml. Okay, so you can keep any name here. Instead of global, you can put any name, that doesn't matter. So just it's a best practice, okay, to keep it as a global.xml. Okay, now uh, so once you create another mule configuration file with global.xml, first of all um, you have to drag this uh, error handler. Okay, type error, and you have to drag this error handler, for example. Okay, this way, and you have to add these things like on error continue or on error propagate. Okay, these two things you can add, and also you can put based upon the error type. You can this way, how I have put here. You can add on error continue or on error propagate to this global error handler this way, and whatever the logic you would like to keep inside this, you can put it with a combination of different connectors or operations. Okay, so this is how I have uh, created this global error handler. So let me delete this. Okay, whatever I just added, save it. Now see, so once you are done with this thing, okay, now what you have to do, go to the other or main mule configuration file. So I would like to okay, so here, okay, or even you can, so if you would like to put all your configurations in the global.xml, so click on create and search for configuration. Okay, so click this, and here you can choose the global error handler. This is nothing but the flow name actually. If you see here in the drop down, it is like global error underscore handler, right? And if I show you the message flow here, this is the, I mean, it is matching with the flow name, right? Global error underscore handler. So whatever we are able to see in the drop down is nothing but the uh, this global error underscore handler. That is nothing but the flow name simply. Okay. So you have to add this way. So that is what I have added to this error handling .xml file. So click on edit. So the same thing, global error underscore handler. So in real time, it's a good practice to keep all the configurations in one file. That is nothing but global.xml, so that all your error handling scenarios or all your configurations will be there in one file. That is the best practice actually. Okay, and the same configurations will be utilized by uh, different connectors in different mule configuration files. Okay, so this is how you can configure a global error handler. So whenever you set this, so whenever you use this configuration and inside the configuration, if you when you choose this as global error handler, then only it will understand, okay, we have something like a global error handler. So if you delete this, it won't work. Okay, so that is how you can make a error handler flow as a global error handler. Okay, this is a error handler flow, right? So inside this we have three things: on error, propagate, continue, and continue with the different error types, etc. Okay, so so yeah, um, this is very similar to the previous flow, whatever we have been seeing for the last few sessions. Okay, so only thing is that I have added this global error handler. That's it, nothing else. So anyway, if you would like to go through it once again, we can go through it. Yeah. So this is simply payload and flow reference. So this flow reference will be calling this flow. Okay. Here in the transform message, this is the DW script, and again flow reference, and it this flow reference will be calling this flow, and again will be having one more greeting as per the settings what we have done in this flow. And here is where we are explicitly raising the error. So regarding this, please check my previous video. Yeah, so here we are raising the error. So now what will happen in this section? We don't have any error handler, right? So it will check if there is any global error handler in this project. So we have, right, glo in the global.xml. Okay, we have a global error handler. So ideally, as soon as it finds an error in this flow, the control should go to the global error handler, and accordingly uh, it will propagate further. Okay, so we'll see that actually. Okay, yeah, here also I have added the same thing. Whatever is there, whatever you are seeing here, I have put here. Same thing, I just copied to the global error handler. Okay, so okay, it got deployed. So this is already running in a debug mode. Okay, so yeah, it is running in debug mode. Now let me go to Postman. Maximize this and minimize this. Now go to go to the Postman, click on send. So it is asking, so I would like to run this in debug mode. Yeah. So if you see here, mm, yeah, the control is at this point. Click next. Here, click next. Again, it has found flow reference. So click next. So it has come to this particular transform message. So click next. Okay, so this is at the beginning point of the rise error. It didn't execute the rise error still. Okay, now let me click on next. So that you see here now we could see an error has occurred, right? Right? And we could see a dotted line, okay, in red color. That means here an error has occurred. Okay, so let me click on next. Now if you see here, because there is nothing in the error handling section of this particular flow, it has searched if there is any global error handler. Okay, it has found one. Okay, now you see in this global error handler flow, let me expand all. Okay, let me expand this. Yeah, if you see here, um, we know, right, we are raising a custom error from this. So ABC colon error has occurred. This is the error type, custom error type. Okay, now if you see here in the global.xml, uh, we have on error propagate, but the error type it is expecting is of expression, mule expression. And in the second thing, it is on error continue, but the type is matching ABC colon error occurred. Okay, so that is the reason you could see the control is inside this on error continue and on the logger. So let me click on next. Okay, now what happened, because it is an on error continue. Okay, so that means from this flow, though it has gone to the global handler, it's the success response to the parent flow. So that is the reason. So here it will be getting a success response. That is the reason it is this flow is continuing with its own execution. So it has gone to the logger. Okay, let me click on next. So now you see it has found some success response from its child, and it has gone with its further execution. That is the reason we could see logger here. I mean, logger is getting executed here. Okay, and as we don't have any error in this particular flow, that is the reason it didn't go to the error handling part of this main flow. Okay, let me click on next. So now at last we'll be sending 200 success response, right? So that is what you could see here. And you know, this is the payload. Though we have sent hi as a simple payload, the latest payload is what was sent back as a response. Okay, so that is nothing but greeting, hello, how are you doing? So that is what we could see here, right? So this is how um, the global error handler works, or the propagation of the flow will happen this way when you configure the global error handler. For example, now let me do one thing. Go to the global elements in this flow. Let me delete this entirely. So now you see, though we have something in the global, something like global.xml where we have configured global error handler, but what we did, we have disconnected them. I mean, we have removed the configuration. So it is just another file. That's it. There is no relationship between this configuration file and the global.xml because we have removed the configuration, right? Okay. So now let us see how. So that means there is no global error handler. Now let us see how the propagation of the flow. So let me send the same request once again. Click on S. So it has come here. Click next, next, next. Okay. Click next. Now error will be raised. Click next. See, it has error has occurred, right? So click next. See, so raise error. It didn't find anything in the error handling. We have disconnected the relationship between this flow and the global error handler. Okay. Now virtually or there is no global error handler in this project. Okay. So that is the reason I didn't find anything here. So the error has been propagated to the parent flow. Okay, let me click on next. So error has occurred here, right? So it will not go here. So let me click next. Again, the same thing. Error has occurred here, and here we have something in the error handling section. Okay, so in that case, it will go to. Um, I mean, it will check. I mean, if it can, if the error can be handled or not. So let me click on next. Okay, so now this is matched here, right? So it is on error continue. Okay, so let me click on next. Now it didn't go to this, it didn't go to this logger, right? And you see, still we'll see the same response, but this time the error has been handled in the parent flow, not in the global error handler, right? So this is how uh, the execution will happen. Okay, so we have seen how global, what is the use of global error handler. Okay, and also how to make this error handler as a global error handler. Okay, that is what we have seen here, right? Okay, and also how the propagation of the flow will happen when when we connect all the mule configuration files with the global error handler. And if you remove this thing, if you disconnect this, how the propagation of the flow will happen. Okay, or how the error control will be shifted from one flow to another flow. That is what we have seen here. Okay, so this is all about the global error handler. Okay, and I hope you like the video. Okay, please go through my videos and also subscribe, and also please share in your network. Thank you so much.